Devblog 166. Now I've had a break for a few weeks because the last couple of devblogs have just been non-existent really. They've just been little fucking graphical shader updates, and I don't want to make videos talking about that because do you really notice it when you're playing this game? I don't. Anyway, there's some stuff this week, which is some good stuff. So I'm going to be going over that. The first thing is nodes have changed. Now, this is a sulfur node, and I think that's metal ore. I don't know if it's in the shade. Now, sulfur nodes only give sulfur, as you can see there. 20, 20, 20, and the last hit will be 100 because you get a bonus for finishing the rock. So just there, 100 sulfur, and depending on what this is, it will just be that. So stone. So it'll give you stone until you hit the last hit, and then you get the bonus. 250 stone. Now that's pretty good. I think that's a good way of doing things. So you get 1,000 stone per stone node and 300 sulfur per sulfur node. Metal ore, I don't know. Might be 500. There's not one around here. I think that's a good thing because if you want just sulfur, you do end up going to every node hitting it to get that 25 or 125 sulfur, and it can take up a lot of time. Now with this you can leave your base and go, okay, I want sulfur, and just go to the sulfur. So I think that's a really good change they've done. The bonus you can only get from tools, so the salvaged one, the metal one, and the stone one. Things like the rock and the bone club, it won't work, so you have to use a proper tool to get the bonus. Okay, just a quick note on that. Only the metal ore node gives high quality metal, and that's a quantity of 2. Might get really lucky here and see if this is it. No, it's not. Yep, so you can only get 2 high quality metal per metal ore node now. You can't get it from anything else. Okay, decay changes. Items inside buildings, such as this box on the left here, will never decay, and that is because it's inside something now. So, if you see an abandoned base that's decaying, the building's decaying, every single item inside, whether it's a sleeping bag, tool cupboard, repair bench, is going to be fine, because it's inside. Now, things placed outside still decay at their normal rate, so you should be, well, you're going to be safe as long as you put your boxes inside. And while I've got a box here, I'm just going to get a tool to smash it with. This hatchet. Now when you break boxes now, and when you kill someone, they drop a backpack. And you'll see that very shortly. I'll fill this box with something. There you go. So a single backpack falls on the floor, then you loot it. And this is just to save things flying around everywhere. So I think that's a really good change as well, because sometimes you will miss things when you're raiding someone, and this one will do the same. So you know, small boxes, big boxes, people, anything that can hold something will give the backpack. And here's the other one with pistols in it. So again, that's a really good change. They've been doing some good things lately, I think. Okay, it's worth noting the thing with the nodes, how they've changed it. That is what makes making a beginner's guide so difficult, because I could have put up a guide last week. They go ahead and change the nodes, and you know, that's now not how it works. So that's why I've been putting it off for a long time, making one. When you're breaking these barrels now, sometimes the item used to fall under a piece of the barrel and you couldn't loot it. That's not the case anymore. You can now loot through items, so I'm looking through the top of this barrel now and I can still get the scrap. Despawning has now been made pretty much, you know, impossible. It says on the Devblog they've changed timers. Now if you drop an AK, an hour, this is going to sit here for 60 minutes. And I can imagine that being the same with like bolt actions, rocket launchers, rockets, C4, you know, all the good shit you're after while you're raiding someone is now going to hang around for a long time. Because I think the timer on these was like 5 minutes before, so they've increased that quite good. Which is good, you know, you don't want to spend 40 rockets busting into someone's base only to find them naked inside with nothing in there, because that's just annoying. It's a huge waste of time farming all that stuff only for them to ruin it, really. So that's good. Okay, and the last thing I want to talk about this week, there's some other things. I'll put a link to the Devblog in the description, you can go have a look there. They've nerfed the cost of the mining quarry because you can only get high quality, well, the bulk of it will come from this now, so there'll be a lot more mining quarries go up, I assume. You can still get high quality from scrapping things, but most of the time you need them components. So 5,000 wood used to be 10,000. They've halved the metal fragment costs, and I can't remember what the gears and the sheet metal were. So that's good. And they've changed explosions, how they look. So I'm just going to turn my UI off. How do I do that? Don't know. Here you go. We'll just have a little look. Yep, that's different. It still sounds the same, it just has a different kind of visual appearance. Looks better. Looks a lot better actually, and it actually rocks your screen. Kind of wobbles it a little bit. I'll do it again. And I think one more should take this little structure out, so might as well. Yeah, I like that. Alrighty, well, I think that's it. Thank you all for watching. You know, if you like the video, and I'll see you next time.